And at the end of that hour, they pop up into a meadow. They see two German medics carrying water bottles for the injured German soldiers. The German soldiers, the sanitation soldiers are called, they drop all these containers that are made of metal, which makes a loud clanging noise, and they run straight back to their battalion headquarters. Fantastic. York and these 16 other Americans follow these soldiers straight back to battalion headquarters. Right here, they surprise about 70 Germans who are hanging out there getting ready for the counterattack and capture them. It's shock and awe. Their spirit wasn't broken. They were just, whoa, what are these Americans doing back here? Maybe it's those 590 Bubbas that were trapped. They don't know. So, okay, the Americans have these 17 Americans, 70 Germans. Now let's try to push these guys into a manageable group. And as they're trying to shove these Germans who are dragging their feet deliberately and kind of resisting, there's a machine gun on the hill above. The Germans are brilliant. They have machine guns everywhere. And the machine gunners yell, "Runter, get down." The Americans don't know what runter means. Not one of them could speak a lick of German. All the Germans in the meadow that heard it dive to the ground. 17 Americans are exposed in the open. A German machine gun opens fire and kills 6, injures 3, leaving York and 7 others laying on the ground with 70 prisoners trying not to get hit by the spray of bullets over their heads. This Americans yell back and forth and find out York is the last non-commissioned officer alive. So York and 7 privates are left. What does York do? Right before this attack, he told his fellow squad members, "I still can't kill for my country, but I'm willing to die." Imagine if you're one of the soldiers next to him. He's going to be a bullet magnet. I don't want him near me. I mean, what do you do? York's now in command. He looks over to his right. Now, think about this. He's a conscientious objector. How well liked do you think he was in his unit, generally speaking? Not very. The one true friend he had in the army was another Christian, but a Christian who was willing to fight for his country and kill Germans for his country. He was Corporal Murray Savage. And he looked over to Corporal Murray Savage, who was just 15, 20 feet away from him during this melee with the German prisoners. And it was awful. So many bullets had hit him that he was chopped up in pieces across the meadow floor. And then York surveyed the ground around him and saw other dead and dying Americans, and a few Germans got hit by the spray bullets as well. And he said to himself, "I have to stop this." The clarity of thought, I would say, came from this character muscle that he built. This confidence, no confusion, no doubt. He knew exactly what to do. He didn't know precisely where that German machine gun was, but he knew it was above him. He ran up the hill alone, receiving some covering fires from the Americans in the meadow below, but they're busy with the prisoners and trying not to get hit by the bullets as well. And all those guys are laying on the ground. York runs up the hill, crosses the German supply road, outflanks the German machine gun with supporting infantry, kills 19. The Germans are all aiming down the hill, shooting. York is to their left, and he's picking them off rapidly. And based off the testimony that he gave, he told Major Buxton after the battle that he fired almost all the rounds off of his cartridges off of the front of his belt, which is 50 rounds. I have right here 46 rounds. 46 confirmed by Dr. Doug Scott being from the right weapon that York fired.